King Charles should try to use Archie and Lilibet's titles to reign within the Sussexes, as the brand new monarch appears, set to position his foot down over Harry and Meghan. King Charles should offer Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's kids titles, however, they could include a caveat. A debate has raged over whether or not Archie and Lilibet could be allowed to apply their royal titles within the wake of the Queen's passing. However, royal writer Katie Nicholl cautioned that Charles may also insist the titles include a listing of demands in a bid to reign within the California primarily based Totally couple. Ms. Nicholl, who currently wrote New Royals, instructed Palace Confidential. But if that did happen, it's far going to include a caveat. He goes to insist that Harry and Meghan are respectful of the organization if they're taking the titles of the organization. That may be very essential to him. She had remarked the titles remember to Charles, and the brand new monarch will now no longer hand them out freely. There has been hypothesis that Charles should comply with a version laid out via way of means of Denmark's Queen Margaret, who currently stripped her grandchildren in their royal responsibilities and titles. Queen Margaret stripped all the ones now no longer in direct line of accession of HRH titles. The royal writer claimed constitutional experts, who I spoke to for this book, the likes of Peter Hennessy and Dr. Ed Owens, all saw this sample of the British monarchy getting into a form of European fashion royalty. Ms. Nicholl added. And if this is the case, then probably they are now no longer going to get those titles. Charles has lengthy understood to have favored a slimmed-down monarchy with a discounted quantity of running royals in addition to royal titles. This comes after reviews closing week that Charles hasn't decided whether or not are now no longer to permit Archie and Lilibet to apply their new titles. Before we continue, you are welcome to DEBY'S Royal TV channel. The indecision is heightening tensions with Meghan and Harry, consistent with the times, because the Duke and Duchess worry the King may also strip Archie and Lilibet in their titles. After the Queen's death, Lilibet and Archie should robotically have been granted Prince and Princess titles due to the fact they're the kids of the sovereign son. The Sussexes have been left dismayed that the verbal exchange become unresolved. But Meghan and Harry have visible their kids' names continue to be unchanged at the royal family's website, in spite of Prince William and Kate Middleton's titles being updated. This has raised questions on if the King will extradite them. Harry reportedly had a short discussion together along with his father after the Queen's death, while Charles requested if Harry desired to have his children use HRH status, his or her Royal Highness. It is concept that the Sussexes have been left dismayed that the verbal exchange become unresolved, a royal supply instructed the Times. For Buckingham Palace now no longer to make the one's adjustments indicates that something is off. Why now no longer simply extradite the whole thing and do it at that moment? Thanks for watching, please don't forget to subscribe and like, God bless you.